where you're blocking wealth and abundance flow to you and how you're going to shift this today. Welcome back. I'm Jo, a wealth and identity mentor for female founders. And today I want to talk to you about one of the biggest myths around receiving more wealth, earning more money, and how we are the ones responsible in actually blocking it and not allowing us to receive what we are deserving and what we want in life. So many times I hear this time and time again, and I work with women, entrepreneurs, founders, CEOs, who already know themselves to a good level of self-awareness, but they always feel like there's more. They want more, and rightfully so, it's there waiting, but there's always a cap, a belief, something that's actually holding them back. So what I tend to do is break this down and go right back to the core, because we're all really good at receiving when we're in a role, a position, but we're not very good at understanding how we receive and how we can expand the receivership. And that is the energetic frequency, the matching of what we want rather than what we feel we can have or we believe what we're worthy of having. We have to go back and actually see, and this is what I ask my clients time and time again, where do you reject abundance? And that sounds mad, but actually, I'm going to break this down even more. Where do you stop compliments? Are you the person that if someone gives you a compliment, you'll quickly backlash it, make an excuse, or don't even acknowledge it? That used to be me. If somebody made a comment, positive comment, I would reject it. I would make an excuse around it, or I would play it down and walk away. I'd actually feel ashamed or embarrassed. So where are you not receiving with gratitude, with thanks, and standing with confidence when somebody gives you a compliment, whether they're a stranger, a family member, even a partner? Because if you're not comfortable and you're not confident accepting that wealth, that abundance that's coming in as a compliment, as a simple exchange, a version of who you would love to be, you're not going to accept the next level of abundance with ease. Your nervous system isn't going to feel safe holding it energetically, for one, but also you're almost confirming those limiting beliefs that you're not worthy of the next level, you're not worthy of greater success, and you're confirming they're true. So one of the first things I get my clients to do is to actually acknowledge how often they give out compliments a day. And if they're not giving them out, is to start giving them out, but with an authentic vibe. And also notice when you get a compliment, are you receiving it with grace and love? Or are you rejecting it? Now, this can be from simply offering, or somebody's asking or giving you help. You're at work, someone offers you help, but there's a part of you that goes, no, it's okay, I'm fine, I've got it. Actually, you've just rejected, again, wealth, abundance. You've rejected the source's way of trying to give you that. And again, start noticing, start going around your day and actually becoming aware of what it is you're allowing in and what it is you're not allowing in. And it doesn't matter how often you notice this, it's the patterns that you're going to start to notice of what you're rejecting. And maybe this is where we could start flipping it. So the next time you at least acknowledge and just say thank you. And it's going to feel uncomfortable. If you're not good at receiving compliments, you're not going to naturally suddenly go, yes, great, thanks, and I believe it. That's not what we're about. We're about taking tiny steps each day and building the identity of the version of you that says, great, yeah, no, I totally believe that I'm worthy of that. And I believe that. But currently, we are going around every day repeating the same patterns of behavior because that is what we're programmed to do from our beliefs. We're filtering out. If we don't believe we're good enough and we don't believe we can make that kind of money a month, even though we're watching other people do it, we will only be able to see the opportunities that keep us at that capped level that we are currently at. We won't see the opportunities, the ideas, the people, the environments, because our mind will filter out and keep us to see and experience what we currently believe. That's why shifting beliefs is so important. People really don't grasp the whole day, week, year, month, whatever you want to call this life. And every time you're doing something the same is because you are programmed from your subconscious mind, and they are so powerful. We just do them automatically. It's why it's so hard sometimes to make things change, to see things in a different way, to lose the weight or start that new healthy habit, or go out for a walk every day, or do your journaling every day, or start meditating, or whatever it is you want to do more of. That's why it can feel stuck. But we are sometimes got to become responsible for our own actions and our own self-awareness and understanding who we truly are. And the biggest shock is this: most of us go around and we reject the abundance that the universe is trying to give us every day. From somebody offering you a simple thing, a compliment, offering to give you some advice, some help. And we suddenly just go into this automatic rejection mode and push it away. Well, you're not going to get or see the next level until you start becoming the version of you that would gracefully and thankfully receive, because then you're actually making that energetic space to hold more. And as we're energy beings, as we are souls having a human experience, we soon start to realize that everything is energy. And energy never dies. It's either moving forward or it's going backwards. And if it becomes stagnant, that is where we get depressed, we get stuck, and we don't grow. We end up in that comfortable zone where we're not fulfilled in life. We're just acting out what we think we need to do. We go to work, we come home, we sit in front of the box. You just go through the same motions day in, day out. Now, some people, that's content. Those people wouldn't even be watching this video now. You're only watching this because you know you're here for more. You know there's more wealth coming to you. You know you've got a bigger purpose. You know you'll feel fulfilled once you're serving the people in the best way and helping them. And once you're aligned with what you're truly here to do, then nothing can actually stop you. But it doesn't matter how often I hear this, until we change this really easy way of accepting abundance and allowing it to come in, we can't accept the larger amounts. And also, I'd love you to expand how wealth can come to you. So often, and I know we can all be guilty of this, but we just instantly imagine the only way, apart from working the hours we work and doing the work we can, we only imagine that it's going to come through a lottery, or it's going to come through a huge win, when actually there are hundreds of ways money can come to you, that wealth, the feeling of prosperity can come to you. And the very first one is to start to expand, because often we can be blinkered and block some of these ways that it would have come in. Now, money is energy, so it's going to flow to those that have got the energetic space, that are accepting and opening themselves up to receive more of this. They're not rejecting the compliments. They're not pushing people away when they're trying to ask and offer help. People that receive the more are open and willing to hold it. But we've got to make the small practices to be able to hold the energetic space to allow it to come into us. I've learned this. And the minute I grasped it, the minute the abundance, the money started coming in. And it isn't a shock, because I knew this to be true before I actually evidenced it in this human world. I believed that to be true, but also it goes with the saying of, why aren't we offering it out more? Why aren't we giving more of ourselves? Now, I don't mean overgiving. I don't mean where we've come from, that we were absolutely feeling burnt out, feeling, to the extreme of we can't give any more. But I'm talking about you offering that compliment a day. even having that as a daily reminder, because it will help you then see that when you get a compliment back, maybe, or somebody does something nice for you, that you truly appreciate it a bit more, and your self-awareness starts to open, and then you're going to start to see a little bit more on a wider angle of actually where money can really come from. And if you can work out all the different ways money can come from inheritance, maybe it's a tax return you weren't even expecting. And if you open your mind to all the abundance and what truly can come in, you'll probably experience it a lot faster than being stuck on this one way, this one blinkered way of saying it's got to come through a lottery win, the national lottery. Oh, I've entered that prize, one thing. That is another way of blocking abundance coming to you. It's being mindful of all the ways that you could receive it. Now, the joy of doing this is it's a game. Play around with it and watch what happens. Now, you might find yourself suddenly having little wins that might not be the amounts of money that you dreamed of, but it's having the gratitude and thanks that they've come in, because the universe is actually giving you an opportunity to A, to show gratitude, regardless of the amount of money, and B, are you capable of holding it? Have you made room to hold it? And what amount have you made room to hold? Now, what do I mean by that? If we're playing this game and we're going to start giving out compliments, we're going to start receiving them with joy and thanks, you're going to start to see things change energetically. So if you win, let's say, the postcode lottery and you win £10, because that's quite common, yeah? Instead of going into that negative mindset of going, oh, God, it's only £10, what's the point? Then you're never going to see anything else. You're never going to actually have a view of what could look like in your bank account with a higher number, even if it was 100,000, even if it was 250,000. You've got to be the one that's creating these images in your mind first. You've got to see yourself having that kind of money. What would you want that money for? You've almost got to give the universe a clear directive of why you would want that kind of large amount of money. You say you want millions, but why? What benefit? How would you use it? Would you save it? Would you invest it? Would you just go out and enjoy it? Because circulating money is where money comes back to us. It's no good holding on to things. We know this, and the harder we hold on, the further it goes away. We need to energetically circulate money, circulation, because it's an energy. It's no different from the blood getting pumped around. You are constantly being recycled. So money is the same. It doesn't like to be held, hidden into boxes like it used to be by parents and grandparents under the bed. It's almost stagnant and dies. It needs to be circulated with a belief that whatever you circulate comes back to you. That's the joy of being able to circulate money, knowing that it's always going to come back, instead of fearfully holding on and not putting yourself in a place of receivership. We all say we want more, but until we grasp and understand how to receive, and it starts with the simplest things in life, we can't actually hold what we're supposed to be given. And that is why you're seeing yourself repeat the same patterns, never earning more than you do each month, no matter how hard you work, no matter how many times you do things differently. If you're not actively able to receive, you'll just continuously bash it away from you. And if this kind of thing interests you, make sure you subscribe, because I would talk about wealth, our identity, how we can receive more, how to grow our businesses in a way that's aligned to who we are, not hustle, not forceful, because we all have the same ability in life, and that is to have our dreams and goals in our hands. But until you choose that, and until you decide, nothing rarely changes. Until we become self-aware of our beliefs, of who we are, why we're acting, behaving, reacting to the world, and until we reconnect to who we truly were before the noise and everyone else's ideas of who we were supposed to be and should be were put on us, nothing will actually progress to the level that you would love it to be. And that is what I teach. That is what I mentor with women in group online sessions. And 2 of my programs have now spaces available. They're limited, but if you would like to know more, please message me. You can contact me on here or on my social media, but it's all for those women that are ready to empower themselves and start living with their goals in their hands, not stuck in their imagination, not fearful of what could happen because you're just repeating the same things every day, but actually making that conscious decision that you're worth it. And that's the empowering work that we do. But until next time, with much love and gratitude.